The monster was searching for me. I held my breath, not daring to move a muscle. Just then, the creature let out a furious roar, as if calling for its companions. I thought I was done for this time, but suddenly, the monster crawled toward the window and escaped. Only then did I breathe a sigh of relief. I came out and quickly went to shut the window. Then I headed to the living room, wanting to close the front door as well, but suddenly, strange noises came from the ceiling above. I had no choice but to quicken my pace and rush downstairs. I thought I'd be safe once I closed the front door, but all the electrical appliances in the house suddenly started flickering. I quickly unplugged the power cords. I grabbed the phone to call the police, but that piercing sound rang out again. The refrigerator door opened by itself, and the monster was already standing on the stairs. Left with no choice, I retreated to the kitchen and hid in a corner. The monster hung up the phone that I had managed to connect. The refrigerator was controlled by some unseen force, again, trapping me inside. The monster approached, step by step. Finally, I saw its true face. It was actually an alien. I screamed and rushed toward the door, but the monster controlled the front door and knocked me unconscious. When I came to, I crawled around the room, but soon discovered that my body wasn't under my control. In my panic, I grabbed something sharp and stabbed it into the alien's head. The alien died instantly, and I passed out from the shock. The next day, when I woke up, seeing the alien lying on the floor, I realized that everything from last night had been real. I found a cloth to cover the alien, then thought about calling the police, but the phone at home wouldn't work, and all the electrical appliances had lost their function. I decided to go outside for help, but strangely, there wasn't a single person on the streets. An ambulance had overturned on the main road, and nearby houses had also been attacked. Just then, dark clouds began to cover the town, constantly moving closer to my position. I had no choice but to run back home. On the way, I saw those missing neighbors. They were gathered together, raising their right hands, staring blankly at the dark clouds with vacant expressions. It looked extremely eerie, and something was writhing in their throats. Then one man spotted me, and I quickly fled from there. When I got home, I found that the alien I'd killed last night had already rotted beyond recognition. Disgusting slime was flowing from the corner of its mouth, extending all the way to the door. It looked like something had just crawled out of the alien's mouth. I followed the trail of slime on the ground to a flower bed, but found nothing. Seeing the dark clouds getting closer and closer, I figured the aliens would definitely come for revenge. So I took out a lighter, lit some candles to illuminate the house, and boiled 4 pots of water, preparing for a final battle with the aliens. Just as I finished these preparations, there was commotion outside. A blinding white light pierced through the window into the house. The dead alien floated up into the air and was mysteriously transported outside.